This brain hack can make you emotionally intelligent or an absolute monster. We all crave connection, understanding, and influence. Whether in our personal relationships, professional lives, or even casual interactions, the ability to navigate the complex tapestry of human emotion is a superpower. What if I told you there's a fundamental cognitive skill, a brain hack, if you will, that unlocks this power? It's a skill that, when honed and guided by positive intent, can transform you into a beacon of emotional intelligence. But, like any potent tool, in the wrong hands or wielded without compassion, this same hack can forge an absolute monster. The hack isn't a mystical secret or a newly discovered neural pathway. It's something a little more fundamental, yet often underdeveloped: deep perspective taking, also known as advanced cognitive empathy. This isn't just about fleetingly imagining what it's like to be in someone else's shoes. It's about the sophisticated ability to accurately reconstruct another person's mental state, their thoughts, feelings, motivations, and perceptions, often better than they can articulate themselves. At its core, emotional intelligence, EI, as popularized by Daniel Goleman, encompasses self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Deep perspective taking is the engine driving the latter two and significantly informs the first three. By understanding others profoundly, we better understand ourselves and how to manage our interactions. Let's break down how this hack works and explore its two divergent paths. The science behind the hack: understanding others' minds. Our brains are wired for social interaction. Key regions, including the prefrontal cortex, especially the medial prefrontal cortex, the temporoparietal junction, TPJ, and the mirror neuron system, are heavily involved in understanding others. 1. Mirror neurons *. These remarkable cells fire both when we perform an action and when we observe someone else performing the same action. While their exact role in empathy is still debated, they likely contribute to a foundational, almost automatic understanding of others' actions and, by extension, their intentions and emotions. Seeing someone wince in pain can trigger a similar, though less intense, neural response in our own pain centers. 2. Theory of mind, TOM/mentalizing *. This is the more cognitive aspect, largely centered in the prefrontal cortex and TPJ. TOM is the ability to attribute mental states, beliefs, desires, intentions, emotions, knowledge to oneself and to others, and to understand that others have mental states that are different from one's own. Deep perspective taking is an advanced form of TOM. It's not just knowing that someone is sad, but striving to understand the specific flavor of their sadness, its roots, and how it shapes their current outlook and potential reactions. 3. Cognitive empathy versus affective empathy *. This distinction is crucial. Cognitive empathy *. This is the hack itself, the ability to understand another person's perspective and mental state on an intellectual level. You can recognize and comprehend their emotions without necessarily feeling them yourself. Affective empathy, or emotional empathy, this is feeling with someone, sharing their emotional experience. You don't just understand they're sad, you feel a pang of sadness yourself. The brain hack of deep perspective taking primarily concerns strengthening cognitive empathy. You learn to become a mental detective, piecing together clues from verbal and nonverbal cues, past experiences, and situational context to build a rich model of another's inner world. Path 1. The ascent to emotional intelligence. When deep perspective taking is coupled with genuine care, compassion, which is empathy in action, and ethical considerations, it becomes the cornerstone of high emotional intelligence. Here's how. 1. Enhance social awareness *. You move beyond surface-level observations. You don't just hear words. You understand the subtext, the unspoken fears, hopes, and needs driving them. This allows you to navigate social situations with grace and insight. Example, a manager using deep perspective taking might realize an employee's sudden dip in performance isn't laziness, but a symptom of overwhelming stress from a family illness, even if the employee hasn't explicitly said so. This understanding allows for a compassionate and constructive response. 2. Improve relationship management asterisk by truly understanding where others are coming from. You can communicate more effectively, build trust, and resolve conflict constructively. You anticipate reactions, choose your words carefully, and validate others' feelings even if you don't agree with their conclusions. Asterisk asterisk example asterisk in an argument with a partner. Instead of just defending your point, you actively try to understand why they feel hurt or misunderstood. This might involve asking probing questions like, when I said X, what did that make you feel? Or, help me understand what your biggest concern is right now. This de-escalates conflict and fosters connection. 3. Stronger leadership and influence asterisk leaders who can accurately perceive the motivations and concerns of their team members can inspire loyalty, foster collaboration, and drive better results. They can tailor their communication, delegate effectively, and create an environment where people feel understood and valued. This isn't about manipulation, we'll get to that, but about genuine connection and motivation. Asterisk asterisk example asterisk a project leader senses anxiety in the team about a tight deadline. Instead of just demanding more work, she uses perspective taking to understand their specific fears, e.g., fear of failure, burnout, lack of resources. She can then address these concerns directly, perhaps by reallocating tasks, securing more support, or adjusting expectations, thereby boosting morale and productivity. 4. Increased self-awareness asterisk ironically. The deeper you understand others, the more you learn about yourself. Observing others' reactions to various situations and understanding their internal drivers can mirror your own patterns, biases, and emotional triggers. Recognizing how your actions impact others, based on your understanding of their perspective, sharpens your self-perception. Developing the emotionally intelligent path asterisk. Asterisk active listening asterisk go beyond just hearing words. Pay attention to tone, body language, and what's not being said. Ask clarifying questions. Paraphrase to ensure understanding. So, if I'm hearing you correctly, asterisk curiosity asterisk cultivate a genuine interest in other people's experiences. Ask open-ended questions. Read widely. Fiction is a fantastic way to step into different minds. Asterisk, what if scenarios asterisk consciously try to imagine situations from another's viewpoint? If I were them, with their background and current pressures, how might I see this? How might I feel? Asterisk seek feedback asterisk ask trusted friends or colleagues how your actions or words are perceived. This can reveal blind spots. Asterisk practice effective empathy asterisk. While the hack is cognitive, its positive application requires effective empathy. Engage in activities that build compassion, like mindfulness meditation focused on loving kindness or volunteering. Connect with the emotional resonance of what you're understanding. When deep perspective taking is used in this constructive, compassionate way, it enriches lives, yours and those around you. It builds bridges, heals rifts, and fosters a more understanding world. Path 2. The descent into a monster. Here's the chilling part. The exact same cognitive skill, the ability to accurately reconstruct another person's mental state, when stripped of effective empathy, compassion, and ethical boundaries, becomes a tool for manipulation, exploitation, and psychological warfare. This is where the monster is made. Think about it. To effectively manipulate someone, you need to understand their desires, fears, insecurities, and triggers. Deep perspective taking provides this roadmap to their psyche. 1. Masterful manipulation asterisk a person with high cognitive empathy but low effective empathy can play on others' emotions like a puppeteer. They know exactly what to say or do to elicit a desired response. Guilt, fear, affection, or obligation. Asterisk asterisk example asterisk a con artist sizes up a target, identifies their loneliness or financial insecurity, and crafts a narrative perfectly designed to exploit those vulnerabilities, building false trust before defrauding them. 2. Exploitation and deceit asterisk understanding someone's needs and weaknesses allows the monster to use that knowledge for personal gain, regardless of the harm caused. They can identify what motivates someone and dangle the perfect carrot or pinpoint a pressure point and apply just enough force. Example, a narcissistic boss might identify an ambitious employee's desire for recognition. They'll subtly praise them to extract extra work, then take credit, knowing the employee craves even crumbs of validation and is unlikely to complain for fear of losing favor. 3. Gaslighting and psychological abuse. This is perhaps one of the most insidious uses. By understanding how someone perceives reality, the abuser can systematically distort it, making the victim doubt their own sanity, memory, and perceptions. They know what truths are most important to the victim and can therefore target them with precision. Example, an abusive partner, knowing their significant other values honesty, might repeatedly deny clear facts or events, saying things like, "You're imagining things," or "that never happened," "You're too sensitive," until the victim begins to question their own mind. 4. Machiavellianism. Individuals high in Machiavellianism are characterized by a cynical worldview, a lack of morality, and a focus on personal gain and manipulation. Deep perspective taking is an essential tool in their arsenal, allowing them to read social situations and exploit them strategically. They see others not as people, but as pawns. Why does someone become a monster? The missing ingredients. The brain hack of cognitive empathy is in itself neutral. It's a skill. The divergence into emotional intelligence or monstrosity depends on other factors. Lack of effective empathy. This is the most significant differentiator. Monsters may intellectually understand you're in pain, but they don't feel your pain. This emotional detachment allows them to inflict harm without remorse. Psychopathy and narcissistic personality disorder often feature this combination of strong cognitive empathy, or at least the ability to learn and mimic it, and severely deficient effective empathy. Negative intent and self-interest. If the primary motivation is self-gain, power, control, or even sadistic pleasure, deep perspective taking becomes a weapon. Moral disengagement. These individuals often have a weak moral compass or are adept at rationalizing their harmful behavior. E.g., they deserved it. It's a dog-eat-dog world. Early life experiences. While not an excuse, adverse childhood experiences, trauma, or insecure attachment styles can sometimes contribute to the development of manipulative relational patterns or a diminished capacity for genuine effective empathy. Although many who experience such adversity become deeply compassionate, it's important to note that not everyone who is skilled at reading people and lacks effective empathy is a full-blown monster. Some may simply be socially awkward or come across as cold, without malicious intent. But the potential for harm is significantly elevated. The tightrope walk, using the hack wisely. The power to deeply understand others is a profound one. It means the hack isn't just about being emotionally intelligent or being a monster. It's about a continuous choice in how we apply this understanding. 1. Cultivate self-awareness. Again, constantly check your own intentions. Why are you trying to understand this person? Is it to connect and support, or to gain upper hand? Honesty with oneself is paramount. 2. Prioritize effective empathy. Don't just understand. Strive to feel with. If you find yourself primarily using cognitive empathy, consciously engage your compassionate side. Ask, how would this make me feel? If the answer is badly, then don't do it to someone else. 3. Establish strong ethical boundaries. Define your non-negotiables. What lines will you not cross, regardless of the potential benefit of understanding someone's vulnerabilities? 4. Seek connection, not control. The goal of emotional intelligence is to build stronger, healthier relationships. Manipulation, even if successful in the short term, erodes trust and ultimately leads to isolation. 5. Recognize the dark potential in yourself and others. Being aware that this skill can be misused helps you guard against your own darker impulses and to recognize manipulative tactics when they're used against you. Conclusion. A tool of immense power, a choice of immense responsibility. The brain hack of deep perspective taking or advanced cognitive empathy is undeniably potent. It allows us to decode the human experience, to understand the intricate dance of thoughts and emotions that drive behavior. Harnessed with compassion, integrity, and a desire for genuine connection, it elevates us, making us more emotionally intelligent, better partners, friends, leaders, and ultimately, better human beings. It allows us to build bridges of understanding and navigate the complexities of social life with grace and effectiveness. But this same power, when wielded with cold calculation, devoid of effective empathy and driven by selfish desires, can create individuals capable of profound psychological harm. It becomes the tool of the manipulator, the exploiter, the emotional predator. The capacity for deep perspective-taking likely exists on a spectrum within all of us. The crucial question isn't whether we possess this ability, but how we choose to develop and deploy it. Will we use it to illuminate and connect, fostering emotional intelligence and mutual respect? Or will we allow it to cast shadows, turning understanding into a weapon for control and self-service? The path to becoming emotionally intelligent or an absolute monster isn't predetermined by the hack itself, but by the heart and mind that directs it. The choice, with every interaction, is ours. Use this power wisely.